It's funny because you go to a courthouse and you're going to wait a while on a judge to show up most of the time, but I'm just trying to get the Zoom meeting to launch on YouTube. Oh, wait. Oh, goodness, more people. Who are they? Let's see. Moto G Power, Stefan. Oh, 3 phone calls to me. Six, 2, 8, 6, 6, 8. Okay, like 7 unidentified people. Great. It's going to take a while. Here we go. No problems.
Hello. Hello.
We're actually going to stay on mute because if we all talk at once, well, we won't hear anything much of it all. So I am Judge Person, lots of audio getting connected. So I'm probably going to repeat myself. Just had a lot of latecomers trying to figure out who was logging in. And I do welcome everybody to the Temple Municipal Court. Looks like most folks have connected. I will make some brief announcements in a moment. We're actually hearing 2 dockets at once. One is the pretrial docket. One is the regular docket. And Ms. Warren, Nicole Warren, is the city's prosecutor. She represents the state of Texas in the cases on file. She is probably going to waive here in a minute. She's identified as N. Warren. Thank you, Ms. Warren. And Ms. Warren, I actually, just a moment. There we go. I have your room created, and I do have Attorney Swain here, I believe. Let me just find him again. And so I can go ahead and let y'all begin because he's heard my announcements. And that is actually on the Shamaya McLean case. Mr. Swain, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, your room assignment just got sent to you. Thank you. And you can just accept. I do see folks that I haven't been able to identify, and I want to just manage that first. Gentlemen, I'm asking you to unmute Beard, and you're labeled as Jennifer. Could I learn your name, please?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
Kevin Ordner.
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 Right. Okay, let's see. Mr. Ordner, your case was dismissed this morning. I reviewed the record with staff and signed that dismissal. So you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and remove you. That case has been dismissed, and I don't see anything further with the court.
Okay, thank you very much.
With the thanks of the court, you're free to go. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Warren, are you and Mr. Swain ready?
Yes, Your Honor. We're working towards resolution, and the case is set for final pretrial. So if there's no resolution, we'll meet then.
Okay. And Mr. Swain, that's set for December 15th at 2 o'clock. If we're not resolved by then, we'll expect to see you then.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. You're good to withdraw. I do see someone from Mike Magana's office logged in.
Yes,
ma'am, what is your name?
I'm Lindsay. He's in felony court right now, so he'll be out in just a couple minutes.
Okay. I'll just wait till we see him. I'll just wait till we see him on screen, and then I'll work him in.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And then I did see, let's see, Glenn Avias. Where are you? Mr. Avias or Avilas, however you'd like me to say that. I'm open to interpretation. Not seeing him anymore. Maybe he logged out. He wasn't supposed to be in the meeting. No, I see you still there. Let me find you on my screen. Mr. Avilas or Avias, Glenn, at least you're labeled that way. There you are. Yeah, you have on a hat. Can you unmute and tell me your name?
Yes, it's Glenn Avilas.
Okay, let me look you up because I don't have you listed as case for today. But,
It's for my daughter, Angel.
what is her name?
Angel Campos. Campos.
Campos?
Yes, Campos.
I'll look for that file and see what's up with that. Give me just a moment, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I have someone named Jamie Williams. And if you could unmute Miss Williams and just thank you. And let me know your name.
It's Jamie.
Jamie Williams. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have you on my list. Let me just look. Oh, it was reset because your plea was changed. Let me pull the file and see if we can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. She's on. So ma'am, I'll work you in. They reschedule you because your plea changed.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're here, I'd rather take your time now instead of pushing you off. Okay.
Okay, thank
Give
you.
me a moment. We'll get you resolved. We've just got to get your file pulled. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay. Let's just dig a little further. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. And then I had someone named iPhone, and I'm asking you to unmute and just give me your name. You look familiar from a file review this morning, but I'm not pulling the name up in my mind. Young man with a necklace, maybe a navy or a black shirt. I'm asking you to unmute and just tell me your name. Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What's your name? Because you're labeled iPhone.
Edwin Ortiz.
Please. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You logged in early. You're logged in twice. Are you on two devices?
No, I logged in through my phone, but this started sooner, so I hung up.
It's still there.
Oh,
I'll just leave it unless we get interference.
okay.
And then Sarah Rollins, folks, I've got to pull a file. And if your name's something that there she's back in. She was in and then out. And I'm not seeing her on any of my lists. I have a lot of identified. I'll come back to Miss Rollins. Connected. Moto G Power Steph phone. Let me find out your name, please. Yes, tell me your name. Unmute and tell me your name.
I'm Stephanie Corin, Coughran.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
I don't know what I just.
Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. It's just whatever's automatically on your device. Sometimes that's what's happening. And okay, so we'll try to move forward. I will start, by letting you know that when you're given I'm sorry, I do have two folks on the phone. Sarah Rollins first. Let me ask you to unmute and tell me your name.
Sarah Rollins. It's probably under Wilson.
Yes, that's correct. I'm glad you got your device connected.
Yes, ma'am. I can't get my video to work though. It keeps telling me can't connect.
We're not going to sweat the small stuff, Ms. Rollins. Don't worry about it, okay? As long as we can communicate. Phone number beginning in 254, and if you're on the phone ending in 628, could you please unmute and tell me your name?
Good morning.
Yes, morning. What is your name, please?
My name is Juan Torres.
Thank you, Mr. Torres. I do believe I have you. Yes. You're here with Mr. Magana, and he's here through his office, and we'll be with you shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And then phone number beginning 254, ending in 668. Can you tell me your name, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what's your name, please?
James Mahoney.
Mahoney. Thank you. I
Yes,
do
ma'am.
have you listed as being here today. Thank you. Okay. I think we've got a better rundown on who's here. Let's see. And I see one. Okay. So I want to let you know a few things before we get started. And my name is Judge Person. When you're given a ticket or issued a citation, those are all methods that we have for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. And what I would tell you is there are three options for entering a plea. And a plea is your answer or response to that
Ma'am, she
accusation.
forgot my name.
No, I didn't forget your name, Miss Howard. I'm actually just clarifying people I couldn't identify. If I have to go through and identify people, I can already see their name. That's going to take a lot longer. So just wait patiently. You will have your turn. If I didn't call you out, it's because I already know you're here. Okay. So back to what I was saying is that when you are giving a plea, you're giving an answer or response to the accusation on that ticket. And there are three options for entering a plea, and they are guilty, not guilty, and no contest. And let me just tell you what those mean. And then I will walk you through your options. So guilty means I did it. No contest means I'm not going to say I did it or didn't do it. I'm not contesting it, but I want to move forward with sentencing. Okay, not contesting. And not guilty just means you're contesting the charge, asking for a trial. If you plead not guilty, you're going to be moved to a Zoom hearing and then a final pretrial. And that's the pretrial docket. That's meeting today. And your next hearing is here in the court. It's not a trial date, it's a final pretrial. We have a scheduling order, and that's how we do that here. So I'll just let you know that if we are pleading not guilty, you'll meet with Ms. Warren. She's already identified herself. And then we'll see if the case is resolved. And if it's not resolved, well, then we'll just move to that final date. And if you're pleading not guilty for the first time today, we'll schedule accordingly. If you are pleading guilty or no contest, I'm going to move forward with sentencing today. And that means ultimately you're subject to being found. You could be found guilty. It can go on your record. There's still four options for dismissal that I want to tell you about. But before I tell you about them, automatically you can have up to 30 days to make payment. If it goes more than 30 days, there is additional money that gets added by state law. I can't change that. That's the law and I have to do it. But we do payment plans. We do allow payment plans. And I'll look at that in a moment. And so I can work with you on a payment plan. Now, as to the four options to gain a dismissal, those are compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and teen court. Compliance dismissals are things that, by legal definition, the law says the case can be dismissed if you bring it up to date or come into compliance. Not everything that can be brought up to date can be dismissed. There are just a handful of those. I will walk you through those and see if you're qualified for that dismissal automatically. You're welcome to ask questions. I won't wait for the question. I'll automatically do it, okay? The second option is if you have a moving violation. If you have a moving violation and you qualify to be in a driver safety course program, you can have your case dismissed if you complete your program on time. And that means that you have to get your driving course turned in on time and your driving record turned in on time. It has to be the proper driving record and the proper course, okay? And I have some folks I need to talk to about that today. But to get in that program, you also have to be on time. You pay the court costs only. You get your course and your record turned in, and that's when I can sign a dismissal. Now, just a word about costs and fines. With costs and fines, the way that that works is you have every ticket has a court cost that's set by the legislature and a fine that's set by the judge. Okay. In the driver's safety course option, you only pay the court costs. The fine goes on hold. You do pay for your class and your record. You get those in on time, you get a dismissal of your ticket. Okay. If you don't get it in on time, you're subject to being found guilty, having it go on your record, and paying the remaining balance. So you have to stay on time with that. It does save you money if you do it properly. Okay. So that's the second option for dismissal. To pre-qualify to get in that program, I have to make sure you're qualified to be in that program. I'll walk you through it and see if you're qualified. Okay. Now, the third option is if a deferred disposition. And deferred means to delay, and disposition means to make final. I'll accept your plea. I'll hold off on making it final and grant a deferral. If you make a request and I approve it, then you get a dismissal. That's usually a 4 to 6 month period of time. We have to sort out payment of costs and fines. Sometimes there's a class. The main thing is not to get more tickets, not to get arrested, and to come to court on time. If you finish your deferral, then I'd sign a dismissal. Here's the trick for the deferral. State law is you have to request the deferral at the time that you enter your plea, which is probably today. Okay, so guilty or no contest, but I'd like a deferred. That's how you ask for that. I am supposed to assume that if you don't ask, you don't want a deferred. Okay. I'm not supposed to be asking you for whether you want a deferred. And that's a legal argument kind of thing. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but that's the net effect. So if you want a deferred, you make the request when you enter your plea, when I accept your plea today. Okay. If it hadn't already been done, if it's already been entered, then we won't be able to probably do that. And I've got a variety of types of cases on the docket. So that's the third option. Pretty good deal if it works out, and it's good where the other options don't work. The final one is teen court. You have to complete teen court to gain a dismissal. Teen court is an alternative sentencing option for students. So minimally, I need to know that you're enrolled in school. So I might be asking about that. So those are the 4 dismissal options. I don't have hidden other options. Everybody's on the same page now. And that way we can level the playing field and get everybody going in the same direction. I am going to go ahead and begin the breakout room for pretrials. Mr. Magana not here just yet. Oh, there he is. And his office did log in right at the beginning. So I'll send that invitation to him. We show there's already an offer on the case, but we figured Mr. Magana wanted to talk to Ms. Warren. So we'll go ahead and Mr. Magana, just accept that and we'll see you back shortly. I am going to begin. I need to review a couple of quick things. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Mr. Aviles. He's with the April campus. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So let's see. Did she turn in everything? Give me just a moment. I'm reviewing the case, April. Okay, well, they probably called and wanted a question answered. Was anything turned in? We were looking for a permit. Just a moment. I'm reviewing with staff. I'm going to be right with you.
Okay.
Get anything? Okay. So, April, are you here?
Ms. Campos, yes.
April, I'll need to get you on screen. Right. Ms. Campos, good morning. So we were asking for the, as part of teen court, there was you had 3 cases, 1, 2, 3, a no driver's license, a failure to yield right of way, and a no insurance charge. And you had a class, Alive at 25, due by November 2nd. That's today. A Texas driving permit to be brought to the court, and then proof of insurance showing coverage on the other vehicle, or showing proof, if you don't have insurance, that the other vehicle is being fixed. So I don't have anything in my file at this point.
Where are we supposed to turn all that in at?
Well,
To the court where you
Well-
came and signed your paperwork.
right. Well, here's the thing. We've been trying to reach out to people. We've been trying to reach out to everybody for their driving permit. I've even called the 512 number, and there was another number, and nobody has called us. We've emailed everybody, I don't know how many times, to see about her getting she was supposed to do a driver's course, and so she can finish her permit, and then whatever else needed to be done. And nobody has gotten back to us at all.
Well, I mean, other people have turned in their driving permits, so I don't know why there's a unique problem for you. Did you
Right.
did you do your Alive at 25 class?
That's what he's talking about. No, he's talking about the Alive at 25 class, not the, he got it confused. Not the,
Okay,
We're
okay.
talking
Okay,
about the
let me
11.
talk to
All right.
April. Let me talk to Miss Campos. It's her order. Dad's required to be here, but it's not his case. Miss Campos, I mean, I had 3 things for you to do, and you've done 0 things as far as what I can see.
I have my permit thing, like I finished my course on my phone or whatever. And I have to, well, I guess we have to take it to the court to turn it in, but the Alive at 25 class or whatever, that
I don't,
I couldn't, like I signed up for the class and I signed up for 2 classes because the first one, they never sent me a link to the Zoom meeting. And then the second one, they did the same thing. And then when I tried to sign up for another one, then it was like after the court date already. Like November 16th was the next class instead of like one before November 2nd. And we tried to call people, but they never got back to us.
okay, let me get a clerk down that talks with those people, see what the issue is, because other people have your permit. You say you have your Texas driving permit because you said you want to get it off your phone. I'm not, wait. What you agreed to provide was your permit. Okay, not the class that you take to get your permit, your permit. So where are you in that process?
I just have to, like, I guess, go to the DPS office.
Yeah, that could take a while. Have you not scheduled that?
No.
Okay. And then what about the insurance or the other person's vehicle being fixed?
Well, the car is in the shop right now.
Whose car? Whose car?
Our car, the vehicle.
That's,
And I have to take it. I got to take it today so I can get, or either in the morning to get the full coverage insurance on it.
what this says is
Have it by November
proof,
2nd.
listen, proof that the other vehicle involved is fixed.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still waiting to hear back. I have the
That's a theme here, that you're waiting on other people to do what the court asked you to do.
all state. So
I don't think teen court is a very good fit here. I've got a teen court coordinator coming down to see if she can shed some light from their perspective. And we'll be back with you in a moment, okay? I need to get her input. So just y'all wait for a moment. And Mr. Kempis, please remember, this is your daughter's case, and she's the one who chose to drive the car uninsured and unlicensed, okay? So I need to talk with her. So when we come back on, I need to make sure I'm talking to her. This is on Miss April Kempis. She took her class to get her license, but hasn't gone to go get her permit yet. they are talking about their vehicle being fixed, but when I pushed them about the other person getting their vehicle fixed, there's kind of a theme of we're waiting on other people to call us and make this happen. They said that Alive at 25 never called them back and didn't send them a Zoom link, even though they signed up for the class twice. That's the first I've heard anybody say that about that provider ever, let alone lately, because I think we've been getting those classes in. I'm thinking we need to convert it to a deferred. And are you able to log in upstairs? Mhm. I know I might be able to create a room for you to talk to them. I'm not sure if I can create one now, since I've already created the pretrial room. But let me see if we can do that. Okay. If not, well then come back down. I'll talk to you on screen. Okay. April, Ms. Campos, I'm going to have the juvenile case manager log in her office and see if we can create a breakout room for y'all to have a discussion about what steps we might take next. Okay. So we'll be with you shortly. Ms. Warren, let's see. You had been talking to Mr. Magana, and I mean, that's already reset, but that is the Mr. Torres's case, and he is here. Mr. Magana?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Torres is also present. He's on the phone. Are we working toward a resolution, or where are we on this case? This is a failed to stop for a school bus charge.
Yes, Judge. We are working towards a resolution, but we were going to set it for the final pretrial to see if we can have it resolved in.
Okay, it is already scheduled. You probably already have that notice, and I'll let you know, and you can talk to your client outside of court, but it's set for December 15th at 2:00. Mr. Torres, your attorney is working on your case and is here and made a point of getting here today. I think he's got other courts where he's having to be, but he and you can get together and talk about options. December 15th is our final date, 2:00 on that date. Mr. Magana, I'll let you get with Mr. Torres separately. Mr. Torres, your attorney will definitely be in touch with you, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Magana. You're free to go.
Thank you.
And I'm going to remove Mr. Torres. Just get with him. Hoping to get him to comment, but
Thank you, Judge.
probably not hearing me. Okay, thank you. And Ms. Warren, let's move you forward to Ethan Pounders. And Mr. Pounders, you're going to receive an invitation on your screen. When you're finished talking to Ms. Warren, you'll come back into this room, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And I'm trying to see if I can create another breakout room. It's not going to let me. Okay, so let me just see. Nope. I've not experienced this before. Okay, so Mr. Campos, April Campos, Ms. Campos. Let me have you unmute. And what I'm going to tell the case manager, and she's probably on screen. Let me let her in. Okay, Ms. Gonzalez is connecting, and I'm not sure. Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. I've tried to create another breakout room. It only will allow me to make more than one room at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is ask that April Campos to stay on the meeting, but I'm going to ask, I'll have you hang up and call her. Or no, you can stay on and just, y'all can go to no video and y'all can have a conversation on the phone, or y'all can, yeah, that's probably best. So she's going to call you Ms. Campos. What I have right now, let me ask you to let me write you a separate, I just need to get a phone number from you, and I don't want to have you tell your phone number to everybody in the meeting. Let's see, what's the number we have on file? Okay, does your phone end in 067? Can we call that number?
06. Yes.
Okay, that's the one on file, Ms. Gonzalez. And so if you'll call Ms. Campos, I'll put y'all both on mute, and let's see if we might look possibly at a deferred. She'll call you. Just stay in the meeting and answer your phone, okay? And we'll know what you're doing. We just want to get to a place where we're working toward a resolution for your case, because it sounds like everyone is, well, I'm not confused, but maybe y'all are confused. April Conrad, let me have you unmute.
Right here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let me get your case pulled up.
My husband doesn't have a phone, so we're on
Yeah.
the same one.
I figured. I have his file too. And so let me start with you, Ms. Conrad. Right now, what I'm showing is that we were looking for driver safety course to be due October 21st. We don't have it. I'm also showing for your husband a driver safety course due October 10th, and we don't have his either. But more importantly, I'm showing that y'all are definitely going through a difficult time, and even payment might be a challenge. And so what I'm able to do, I'm normally we're not doing another time to get the course. Okay, that program's kind of cut and dry. You either get it all done or you don't. And what we normally do is, see if you did it. So did y'all get your course done? Y'all went off screen. There we go. Are your courses done and you're waiting for them? What's the status?
Oh, mine is halfway done. I'm autistic, and my husband's been helping me on mine.
Okay, is his done?
No, ma'am. When she looked on the computer to see when it was due, she misread something, and we had the wrong date, but we did get hers already almost all completed.
And you've both paid for your classes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all another month to get that done. Normally I don't, but given that, I've looked at everything y'all submitted, and I know that y'all are definitely having challenges right now. And maybe we can wrap this up. But the new due date is going to be December 2nd, and I won't be able to go past that point. So let's try to see if we can muscle through and get that done. I know you have a lot going on with everything that you've expressed in your paperwork, but let's try to hit that target. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that means finished and the certificate here by that date. We have the driving records.
We've already got the driving records, ma'am.
You may have them, but we don't have them. So why don't y'all bring those on by? Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It's due at the same time, but then people lose them. So let's get that in, okay, before it gets misplaced. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Y'all have any questions? And thank you. That's what I heard. Did you have any further questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And then Ms. Warren. Ms. Warren, Mr. Pounders, are we heading to resolution or toward trial?
Your Honor, we have resolved that case. Mr. Ponders has changed his plea to no contest. In exchange, I reduced the fine. It's now $105, cost $81 for a total of $186.
Okay.
He also stated that he's a college student and does not have income sufficient to pay. And so I told him you would discuss community service or whatever his options may be.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Warren, I'm going to move you forward, advance you to Ivy Diaz. And Mr. Pounder, I'll be with you in just a quick moment. Ms. Diaz, that invitation is heading your way. You'll need to accept that. Probably going to want to get on screen as well. It's a little
Okay.
easier if you're able to do that. Just remember to come back in this room.
Okay.
Mr. Pounders. Where did
Yes,
you go?
ma'am.
So I'm showing you have some income and then no bills. Are you working at McLean College of Business?
It's a work study job, so most of it goes to my tuition, and I mean it's a couple bucks on every other Friday that I get.
What bills do you have? Like, what's your tuition bill?
I pay like how much my tuition is.
No, I mean, you're saying you make payments for your work study. You've listed no bills. Okay. What bills do you have?
I help pay rent with my parents, and then I mean, what else? I do gas, I do groceries.
Okay. What do you pay rent? Because you didn't put it down.
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
So you have signed this form, bottom, and you said under oath that you didn't have bills. And now you're telling me you do have bills. So I need you
I mean,
to,
technically, I don't because
I need you to list the bills to me so that I can have something in my file that justifies what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay. Rent would be one.
What is the amount? You didn't write it down, so now I have to ask
Around
every
like
bill.
$375.
You pay that every month to your parents,
Yes, ma'am.
even though you only make $219 a month. A month.
I was saying that my parents helped me out with rent.
Right. What do you pay them? That was my question for the fourth time now. I'm begging for an answer.
I pay them $100. Sorry.
Okay. What's your phone bill?
Around $60.
And you pay that?
Yeah, I pay because it's a family plan. So I send my dad money monthly, just like
Okay.
$25 just to help out, 25
Okay.
or
What I'm
50.
trying to find out is what you pay. And you keep telling me what other people pay. Begging for an answer. What do you pay for gasoline each month? What do you pay?
$200 probably.
And what do you pay for food?
I mean, it's more. I have like I work a meal plan on campus, so I can get like it's cafeteria, and then my parent, and then I grocery money.
Okay, you're not paying anything right
now, ma'am.
Right. I'm not hearing anything. So I'm trying. It's frustrating because you're telling me no bills, then you're telling me, well, I can't afford to pay because I pay these bills, but I'm not going to tell you the bills. I'm inclined to order that you just pay $20 a month.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, can you start today?
I can start on Friday.
Okay, you need to come in today to sign your payment plan. What time will you be here?
I mean, I can get there. Oh, what time do y'all close?
Like most businesses, it would be best to be here no later than 4:30.
Okay,
how soon can you get here?
I can get there in the next 30 minutes to 40 minutes.
Okay, just say that then. What you'll find that you're studying business
Yes,
is
ma'am.
that you'll need to be able to literally like answer questions. Okay, so come on in. Let's get your payment plan set up.
All right, sounds good.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I've accepted your plea. I've ordered that you pay $20 a month, and you're starting Friday the 5th. And you're coming in today to sign up for that. Signature on that document. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, moving forward. Katia Rodriguez.
Yes, ma'am.
Get your file pulled, okay? I did review your information. There's two things going on. One is a no insurance charge, and we didn't have valid insurance at the time of the stop that was submitted to the court. The stop was October 10th. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just give me one moment. The
Yes, ma'am.
policy says it is. When we called the insurance company to confirm the insurance, they said that it was not in effect at the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The other thing is there's a red light charge, and that's postponed until the 15th of November. Do you want to move forward with that one today, or are you trying to delay until the 15th?
No, ma'am, I'm not trying to delay anything. The car was not, I had not signed papers for the car till Monday, the 11th. So they told me to take the car home. But my husband encouraged me to add the insurance after I got the stop sign because he was upset at the fact that I didn't put insurance on it. But I never taken a car home without signing papers fully all the way. So I put insurance after the ticket, went back to
How soon?
Arlington.
How soon did you add it?
It was 12:30. I took it home Saturday, about driving home. I had to go to work, so it was about 11 in the morning when I drove home from Arlington, Saturday, and then got the ticket on Sunday. Went back on Monday the 11th to sign papers. I decided to keep the car because they lowered the payments. That was the reason why I was upset, because I told them I wanted my payments under 800, and they had my payments almost at 900. And I said I wasn't going to accept a vehicle if I already knew that I wasn't going to afford it.
So you bought the car on the 11th, and when, back to the question, did you add the car to your insurance?
My husband made me add the insurance because we had to drive back to Arlington. So I added the insurance 2 hours after I got the ticket.
You have a bill of sale that we can have?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
a copy of?
I have my whole entire paperwork when I signed on the 11th.
Can you send that to me now?
It's in my vehicle. How would I send that to you?
You would have to take a photo and email it to the or email.
Yes.
Or, yeah. So if you could let me look at that, it's possible. And we need to call and see when it was added. That's what we need to see if that's not in the file. Yeah. So. Oh. Okay. Was there an accident?
No, ma'am. The reason I read the red light is because I had food on my seat, pushed the brakes, my food fell on the car, and I just took the red light.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't hit
Yes, ma'am.
or hit someone. I mean, food isn't really worth.
Yeah. I was in the middle, so I kept on going.
On the red light charge, how are you pleading?
Guilty.
Have you been to a driver's safety course in the last year?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Have you been to a course for ticket dismissal in the last year for purposes of having?
No, ma'am. I've never gotten a ticket before for that. Just
Okay.
speeding ticket.
Okay. And so do you want to do a driver's safety course to gain a dismissal of the red light charge?
I'm so sorry, you cut out at the end.
Do you want to do a driver's safety course to gain a dismissal?
Sure.
Can you pay your court costs, which are $144?
Can I pay my court cost? And I'm sorry, what?
Which are $144.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you pay those today?
Yes.
Okay. We have insurance. We need your license. And the 144. Can you come on up to the building and we'll get that going?
I get off of work. I'm not sure if I can make it in today. I work all the way up to 4:45 today.
Okay. You don't have a break when you come over?
Actually, yes, I could run up there on my lunch.
Okay, let's do that because we have people out front and they could get you seen quickly. Around what time should we look for?
10. Let's say 1 o'clock.
Okay, around 1 o'clock, we'll look for you. And if you're signed up for that, I should be able to sign a dismissal on the insurance.
Yes, ma'am. Do I sign up when I get there?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll have everything at the front desk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Warren, I'll be right with you. Okay. Ms. Warren, you were talking with Ivy Diaz. Are we heading to trial or resolution on those charges?
Your Honor, they're, both of those cases are resolved. As far as the no insurance,
Yes.
Ms. Diaz changed her plea to no contest. I offered a deferred of 120 days. She'll pay the 281 and show proof of 6 months worth of insurance by January 5th. She'll take a straight hit on the expired motor vehicle registration. And she did express an inability to pay. I told her you'd talk to her about that.
Okay, on the deferred, just to be clear, we are doing payment by the 5th of January, Ms. Diaz?
I did not say when the due date is due for payment because she said she had a hardship. I would let you talk to her about
That's
that.
why I'm asking. It sounded like you said both payment and insurance were due January 5th.
Oh, okay, no, just the insurance is the date that we fixed for the insurance.
Okay, that's fine.
January 5th.
Yes, thank you. I've already determined that Ms. Diaz is indigent and therefore eligible to complete community service. January 5th is a good due date for the community service for both. And that would total, let me get that total. 22 hours total. And okay, so I will grant the deferred on the insurance charge. Insurance of 6, did you say 6 months?
Yes.
6 months of insurance prepaid due by January 5th. 14 hours due on that case by January 5th, plus the remaining hours to total 22 hours on the registration. 22 total hours for both cases. Ms. Diaz, I'm going to need a signature on several documents. When can you come to the front desk today?
I can come right now. It doesn't matter. I can come.
Okay. We'll have everything at the front desk for you in the next hour. Okay.
Okay, nice. Is that all the information I'm gonna need as far as like community service and payments and stuff like that?
Yes, it's a pretty stout packet. That's why we asked you to come in.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Because you'll look for a provider to do those hours. And I have a starter list, but I
Okay.
also have directions for what I do and don't accept. Everything is in writing and a timesheet to keep track of your hours with your due dates. Okay.
Cool. Just want to make sure my next
We'll need
steps
your-
are covered.
We'll need your signature on the deferred order as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Yes, you are free to go.
Thank you.
Ms. Warren, I'm moving you forward with Jacob Whitaker or Whitaker. You'll have to help me know how to say that. And
Whitaker.
Okay, Mr. Whitaker, I almost said that and then I thought I would have that wrong. So let's see. I have you in here twice. And I'll just assign both over because for whatever reason, your system did that. So we'll see you back after y'all communicate. Just accept the meeting request. And I'm moving forward then with Daniel Hiller.
Here.
Good morning, Mr. Hiller. How are you?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Let me pull your file. I've just done. There were 2 charges. Please have already been entered. And then there was a request made for a payment plan. You put between 150 and 200 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can do either. What would work best for you?
Honestly, 200 to try to get this out of the way.
Okay, you can always pay more, but I'll order that. What's a good day of the month, or do you want to split it into 2 payments?
Right around the second week of the month is best usually.
Okay. Here we are in November, and what day of the week is best?
Fridays.
Can we say beginning November 12th, which is a Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I need your signature. I can, it's usually easiest if you come by because then you get copies of everything.
Okay.
Can we look for you today?
Yes, ma'am. I can be there within 30 minutes.
Okay. And that should be ready at the front desk for you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
We're good to go then. Thank you, Mr. Hiller.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And moving forward then, I would next speak with Edwin Ortiz. Are you still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get your case. Let me get your case. That's interference on your interference. You have 2
Sorry?
devices.
You have 2
devices.
No, not anymore. I only have the iPhone I'm on.
So, are you enrolled in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Temple High School.
I'm going to need proof of enrollment to teen court.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do have it.
Oh.
And I have guilty pleas on both the speeding charge and the no driver's license.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there were 2 fees of $20 each. The total $40. Can you
Okay.
pay that today?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
Would
how
I
old
need
are
a
you?
parent? Today I'm 16.
Where is your parent?
My dad just walked out of the vehicle.
Okay, wave to me when he comes back because I can't proceed without him.
Okay.
I'll be back with you shortly. Moving forward to Nicholas Estrada.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Estrada?
I'm okay, Your Honor.
And how old are you today?
I'm 18.
I don't have proof of enrollment in school for you, but I do have a teen court request.
Yes, ma'am.
The problem is we had a speeding charge last year with teen court, and I can't grant teen court twice unless there's a 2-year stretch between them. So what I could do is do a regular driver safety course option with you, but you would have to pay the court costs, which are $144, get your course done and get your driving record done on time. Do you want to do that to gain a dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
When can you pay the $144?
Tomorrow, Your Honor.
Okay, I do need a signature today because today's your court date. We have to keep you on time. When can you sign your extension tomorrow?
Today.
What time?
Right after this court. Like
Okay.
around, so.
What time?
30 minutes, 30, Your Honor.
Okay. And that'll extend you to tomorrow. Sign up for driver safety course. if you have you been to a course to get a dismissal in the last year?
Last year. Yes,
You have.
on last year. I
Was
think
was it for teen court or was it for a driver safety course?
teen court?
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. So you're still qualified. I'll need the 144 insurance and license by tomorrow. You're coming by today just to sign an extension.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And we'll have everything at the front desk for you. In the next okay? Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Any questions, Mr. Estrada?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ortiz, your dad present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dad, what's your name?
Yes. Jorge.
What's your name?
Jorge Ortiz.
Spell the first name.
Jorge.
Jorge Ortiz.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we're talking about teen court on 2 charges, driving no license and speeding. Now, there's two $20 fees. It's $40. Can that get paid today in cash?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Edwin,
Yes, ma'am.
are you in the middle of getting your license?
Not really, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm trying to, but for certain reasons, I can't.
Okay. You're not allowed to drive. Did you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Does Dad know what's going to happen if you drive without a license again?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Well, I could get arrested.
True. What else?
Well, certainly that's the only thing I know of so far.
Well, the biggest thing is that your family could be liable for any damage that you do,
Yes, ma'am.
whether that's a fender or a life.
Okay.
And if you can't afford to pay for damage, they just don't let you get a license. Why aren't they letting you get a license now?
Well, I'm not really from here.
Okay. So, do you have the ability to take an online class?
No, ma'am.
You don't? You can't take an online class?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not really sure how we can do teen court. I guess I can have a case manager call you. Hold on just a moment. Let's see, where did Miss Gonzalez go? Can we call her? Doesn't matter. Did we resolve? We didn't resolve campus yet, right? Okay, that's possible. Okay, no problem. Just send her an email and say, please call when you get free. Okay, Mr. Ortiz, right now, the case manager for teen court is talking to someone else who's on the meeting. Once she's done, I'm going to have her call you. Just stay on the meeting. Okay, we'll be back with you shortly. For teen court to work, it has to be a good fit. There she is. Hi, Miss Gonzalez. You can unmute. And we're talking about the Campos case, right?
Yes.
What do you think?
What I'm going to suggest is that, so Dad read me the letter from the insurance company, and he thinks that he can get something from them today about the other vehicle. She's having a hard time getting into Alive at 25 and paying for it. And I don't know if it's because she's trying to do it from her phone. So I suggested there is a class available on November the 13th that she said that she can attend. It is in Austin. She let me know that both parents do not work on the weekend, so one would be able to take her to that class.
Okay.
Her last date of completion would be December the 9th. So I would say she needs to turn in her documents by November the 17th if she attends the class on the 13th.
Okay.
And then I told them to log on to the DPS website right now and see if they can get an appointment within these next 2 weeks, whether it be Waco, Austin, Pflugerville, Temple, and see if they can get an appointment and get that turned in the same day that her certificate would be due.
Okay, so by the 17th.
Yes.
But then they know, and Ms. Campos, you understand, you better log on now because there may not be any times available. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that as part of a deferred, which means that, you'll still get a dismissal, but it's not teen court. Because teen court's over. That we just had a short window for teen court. And so I need your signature on this document today. Can you come in and sign today? You'll have to unmute. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, Dad has to come in and sign too. Or mom, but a parent, okay? Because you're underage, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll get that ready for you. When will you be here?
Then
Tell her after we try to get an appointment with DPS.
we're gonna do it after we try to get the appointment with the DPS.
Okay, we'll look for you around lunchtime.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Gonzalez, stay on for just a moment.
Okay.
At this campus, I'm gonna go ahead and let you log out, okay?
Okay.
I have another person. It's Edwin Ortiz, and he may have to, let me get his last digits of Mr. Ortiz, is your cell phone ending in 305?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is that the device you're on right now?
No, I'm on a different device.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, Mr. Ortiz, I'm gonna go ahead and have her call you. Stay in the meeting. Ms. Gonzalez, let me have you call Edwin Ortiz. Here's the deal. They have the $40 for teen court, but he's saying that they can't attend a class. They can't get a license. I'm not sure if teen court's gonna be a very good option, but I thought you might explore it a little bit with him. He's there with Dad because he is underage. And I thought you might call them and help us out a little bit on that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Warren, you were talking to Mr. Whitaker, and Mr. Whitaker, Ms. Warren, are we heading to resolution or are we heading to trial?
Your Honor, we are headed to trial in this case. This case
Okay.
is also set for discovery. I was unable to share my screen, but I am leaving that discovery at the court. And
Okay.
I advised Mr. Whitaker he can pick it up there.
Okay, we have a final pretrial tomorrow at 3:00. So he can pick it up at that time, or does the state need more time?
No, I don't need more time, Your Honor. That's fine.
Okay, Mr. Whitaker, screen up, please. I don't need your crotches on my screen.
Oh, sorry.
Not sure if that's a statement or what, but it's not appropriate. We have a final pretrial tomorrow at 3:00. We'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Warren, advancing you forward to Mr. Mohammed Bazakar. How would I say that, sir? How do you say your name? You're unmuted, but it sounds like you don't have your volume up. It's going to be very hard to have a pretrial with you online if we can't hear you. Maybe your audio isn't working, perhaps. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to work on that, okay? I can't hear you. You're unmuted, but I can't hear you. So I'm going to let you work on that. And if you need to log out and log back in, I won't remove you or anything. You'll have your place in line. Ms. Warren, I'm going to move you forward. We'll come back to the gentleman that was just Bazarkar, Mr. Bazarkar. I'm going to have you work with James Mahoney. Mr. Mahoney, I think it's still here. Let's check. No, I'm not seeing.
Yes, ma'am, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Yes. Sorry, it changed your name back to your phone number. So this is going to be where you flip over to an online meeting in a different room. And I just want to remind you, we have another court date, December 15th at 3. And you're going to be talking to Ms. Warren. She's the prosecutor, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You should have a way to do that. Your phone should be prompting you.
I don't
Let me
understand
try
what
it
I'm
again.
supposed to do.
You've got a meeting invitation. I think it flipped him automatically. Christopher Joseph, you just got logged in. I need to know your name, your full name, if you could unmute. I can't hear you yet. Got video, but no sound. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to sort that out. Oh, there we go. You're connecting. Can you unmute and tell me your name? Mr. Joseph, Christopher Joseph, tell me your name.
Christopher Joseph.
Okay. You're not listed on my docket. What is your date of birth?
09/21/86.
Might be more. Okay, I had to hand it to you. Okay, Mr. Joseph, I don't know why you're logging in this late, but it doesn't matter. Your case was already dismissed.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So do I need to do anything at this point?
Not, we'll send you a copy of the dismissal to the email that you provided.
Okay. Anyway, the reason was my little girl.
We've already dismissed it. It's already been dismissed, and I've got lots of people to see. And you're logging in an hour and a half after court started. So I'm going to let you go, but we'll send you a copy, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We already worked with Edwin Ortiz. No, there's Edwin Ortiz. Mr. Ortiz. Oh, that's right. The case manager will call you shortly. And then we're moving to and Mr. Bazar, tell me how to say it.
Bazkar.
Bazkar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Does it work now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
She'll be right back, and then you're next, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. Glad we got it sorted out. And then I'm moving to talk to, let's see, Estrada. And he's resolved, right? Yeah. And then Tamaria Howard. The Howard case.
It's me, ma'am.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
Hi. I have Tamaria Howard. Is that your daughter?
No, ma'am. I'm the mother. You're talking about Patience Howard. I'm using my daughter's phone.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
I'm Tamara Howard.
Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So can you get on screen? Because I just have your daughter's picture on screen.
Ma'am, I do not even know how to do this phone. Hold on. This host has asked you to start your video. Okay, I think I have to say, okay, I am kind of rough getting dressed.
Okay, I have a no license charge and a no insurance charge. And I did receive pleas of guilty on both of the charges.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I did show that you're qualified for me to order community service instead of payment.
Yes, ma'am, because I'm unemployed right now. Oh, and ma'am, they told me to let you know that I did get another ticket again after that, and I have to be to court on the 22nd, but they just told me to bring it to your attention.
Okay, let me look and see. I don't think it's been received by us yet.
Oh, okay, yes, ma'am.
We don't yet have it.
Oh,
But
okay, that's fine.
when you receive it, or when we receive it, or by your court date,
yes,
you can
ma'am.
come in and enter a plea.
Okay.
What was it for?
The same thing. The same thing, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you keep doing it, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you gonna get a license?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm gonna try my best to get it. As soon as I get that 100, I think say 105. Ladies at the front desk told me how to go about there and do it. They say I'm eligible for it, but I have to pay the 105 though. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So yeah,
Then-
as soon as I get that 105, then I'll pay it. Yes,
Is the
ma'am.
vehicle you're driving, is it your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you need to insure that vehicle and stop driving it until then, because this is gonna start adding up to some problems with the state.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay,
Mhm.
so just stay on top of your court date on the new one. I
Yes,
need you to come by to pick up your community service packet
Yes, ma'am.
and to sign for it.
Okay.
That needs to be today. When can we expect you here?
I don't know. It'll be before 5 before y'all close because I'm getting dressed now. But I guess as soon as I get through getting dressed or whatever and everything, it'll be before 5. I can come by there.
Okay, make it by no later than 4:30 because there'll be stuff for you to do.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said what? I can't hear you say the last part again. You said come before 4:30 because what, ma'am? I
There'll
didn't
be
hear
things for you to do. It's not just getting here by 5. We won't be able to stay open.
Oh,
So
okay, that's fine. That's why I
come
said
in
I'll
as
be there
soon as
before y'all
come in
close.
as soon as possible.
Oh, okay, thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. I don't know how to close this.
Okay, so my next person is actually Jamie Williams. And Ms. Williams, are you still?
I'm right here.
Great. Let me look at the paperwork.
Okay.
There is a $20 dismissal fee. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You'll have to come by the court.
Okay. Is there like a deadline of when I should do that?
What time can you be here?
I can come now if it's gonna be an immediate fix.
Yeah, it is immediate.
Okay.
Ms. Williams, Jamie. Okay. Your driving course and your driving record are not due till January.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll have everything at the front desk for you.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Warren, on Mr. Mahoney, are we moving to resolution?
Your Honor, that case is resolved. Mr. Mahoney was on the phone. I told him he needed to call back, but he did express changing his plea to no contest. He's in the process of applying for SSI, and he said he could not pay.
Okay, I see that on his payment application. What are we just doing a straight hit or what are we doing?
I am offering a deferred in that case, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mahoney,
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Warren did tell me that you had changed your plea to no contest and that you were, she had offered and you had accepted a deferred disposition, which would keep it off your record. And I have ordered community service of 12 hours. That's going to be due by by January 4th. I do have paperwork for you that you need to sign. Can we have you come over today to the court, please?
Ma'am, I'm 65 years old and I have disabilities. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes.
I don't have no income at all. And it's
I know,
hard
I
for me to even walk around.
So, but you were driving the day of this, right?
Yes, I was driving the lady that I run errands for.
So what I'm asking you to do is come to the court to sign your paperwork. Today.
Today?
Yes.
Okay, what time do I have to be there? I'll see if I can't get her to let me use the car.
By 4:30.
By 4:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, regarding your community service, if you are unable to do it because of a disability, you need to have a conversation with your doctor, and your doctor needs to provide a doctor's note so that I can excuse you.
See, I don't have a regular doctor. I just go to the emergency room in Scotland White.
Well, if you're disabled and you're not collecting disability.
No, ma'am, it was in the paperwork and it messed up. And that's why I'm doing the SSI now.
Right, but to get declared disabled for SSI, you're going to have to see a physician.
I'm not understanding. I'm sorry.
Well, I either need to get community service in, or I need to get some note from some kind of doctor. And if you're telling me that you're applying to get Social Security income based on a disability, then you're probably going to see someone, right?
Well, I've got paperwork and stuff like that. That's all I've got.
You can bring me what you've got. I can't make any promises without looking at it. Right now, I'm going to order as a condition of your deferred that you perform 12 hours of community service by January 4th. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I need your signature on these documents by 4:30. So you'll need to try to find a way to head over.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Warren, Mr. Baskar is ready. He got his issues resolved with his audio. And Mr. Baskar, I'm going to send you that invitation.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Ms. Rollins, let me just find you again on my docket sheet.
It's under Wilson.
Yes. You've been having some technical problems.
Yes, ma'am, and the video still will not let me pull up. It's telling me I'm using.
Don't worry about the video.
Okay.
Okay. It's almost your turn. I'll be right with you.
Okay.
Just one moment, everyone. Regarding Mr. Ortiz. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So that's why he's not able to get the license.
Right.
But they do have internet at home. And I asked him if he would be able to possibly do a life skills class.
Yes.
For 20 hours because there's 2 violations.
Yes.
I suggest. And he said he can.
Okay.
So.
When is it due?
I told him probably 30 days.
Yes.
Make sure.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Mr. Ortiz, she came down to just tell me about your discussion. And what I need y'all to do is come on over today to pay the $40. We'll give you the information about the class. And that class is going to be due December 2nd.
Okay.
Okay, so head on over, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, where we're located.
Is it the is it the court in Temple?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I dismissed?
Yes, to come over.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, and then Stephanie Cochran. I read through everything you submitted. Let me have you unmute.
There we go. Yes,
There you go.
I
And
have
this is
documentation where I complied with everything in the time. Unfortunately, I never turned any of it in.
okay, let me walk you through this. These cases have gone to capias, which means pleas have already been entered. Their balance is due. And that's what we're talking about today. Okay. And so I can order community service in your case. But what I don't know enough about is there were health issues referenced in your paperwork.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that, please.
Okay. Yes, I'm diagnosed with I have psoriatic arthritis. Well, and during the time when I was cited with my tickets, we didn't know what was going on with me. I had chronic fatigue syndrome, Bell's palsy. I had everything under the sun at one time, and my home was also being foreclosed on as a result of me not being able to work at the time. And and I've been hospitalized twice with cellulitis, which I have right now, where my feet, my ankles are all, swollen. And I've gone into sepsis with it, and it's an ongoing deal. I just have several autoimmune issues.
Okay, so what I normally do is order the community service subject to doctor approval, and then I give you enough time, to have that meeting with your doctor.
Judge,
and then if your doctor says you can't do it, I waive it, but I have to have a document. I have to have something in my file.
Okay.
So right now, until I hear from you, your doctor, your doctor through you, okay?
Okay.
A doctor's note. Right now I'm ordering 78 hours. That's not due till January 4th. If you can get me a note by then that may work. If not, I can give you more time, but you have to apply for an extension.
No, I really, had been living with my son, and my son just turned 18, but he's still in school. We'd been living with my mom since July of 2018, and her and I both had COVID in August, and she did pass away. And
yes.
So I really do need to get my license.
Right. So the sooner I can get a doctor's note, the better.
Okay.
And if you're
okay. Yes.
If you're treating for cellulitis, you're definitely going to be seeing your doctor. So
yes, I got ongoing. I'm in physical therapy right now for it.
So talk to your doctor. Get me that note, okay, as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no later than January 4th. Once you bring it, listen for a moment.
Yes.
Once you bring it to the court, they'll route it to me right away. Okay. And that way I can look at maybe releasing your license before January.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have questions?
No, I guess I don't. So
okay. I'll recall your warrants today. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll try to get you on the right track, but keep up with it.
Oh, I will, definitely will. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Warren, you were talking to Mr. Baskar, sorry. And are we heading to resolution or are we heading to trial?
Yes, Your Honor, that case is resolved. I
Okay.
offered a 90-day deferred, and he has changed his plea to no contest. He can pay today. There's no class.
Okay. Mr. Baskar?
Yes.
Okay, I will sign off on that agreement. We're gonna email it to you and you can email it back unless you would rather come by the court.
Okay, so I don't need to be there today, right?
You don't have to come in if we can do it through email,
Okay, perfect.
but
Thank
you're
you.
paying, you've got to pay online. You can go online to do payment.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, once we email you the document, sign it and email it back to us, and then go online and pay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
That should be in your inbox in the next half hour.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Do you
you.
have any questions?
No,
Thank you.
thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Warren, let's see. Let me see, I may have you wrapped up. Yes, you are completed,
Okay.
I believe. Let me just make sure. Sarah Rollins, I have you next. That should be everyone. Okay, thank you, Ms. Warren.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Judge.
Yes, I'll be with you in a moment, Mr. Frank.
Okay.
Ms. Gonzalez, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Ms. Rollins?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me get your file pulled up. I do have a guilty plea on the consumption of alcohol by a minor. That's an old case, okay?
Yes, ma'am. It's very old.
One of the things that happens with that type of charge is you're normally, you get a license suspension and you get a requirement of some classes that you have to take. Since you are not 21 or under 21 now, I think the better option would be to do a deferred to keep you from triggering a suspension, okay? And then I would order community service on the payment.
Okay, well, what makes no sense on the case is you're saying that there's a suspension on my license, but I recently got married.
No, that's not what I said. No.
Okay, that's what they told me.
No, what I'm trying to tell you, and I'll tell you again, okay? Listen carefully. If I enter a conviction today, you're going to get a suspension of your license.
But that makes no sense.
But it's the law, whether it makes sense to you or not. Let me back up. You are charged with the consumption of alcohol by a minor, which you were at the time of the offense. The fines and costs, because the case has gone to warrant, are $414.70. If I convict you, I am required by law to suspend your license for 30 days, beginning 11 days from today. And I'm required to order a alcohol awareness class plus up to 20 hours of alcohol related community service. Do you understand what I've just told you?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. How are you pleading? You've pled guilty on your paperwork.
No contest.
Okay. I am showing that I can order community service. Is that your request at this time?
What does the community service do? Do I still have to pay the fine also?
No, you go and you do your community service.
And how much, what is the community service?
So I'll give you a list of places where you can do the work.
No, I'm sorry.
You can go.
I meant how many hours?
Yeah, let me finish my sentence and then I'll take your questions. You can go to any provider on the list or you can look for a nonprofit in your community. It will be 21 hours of community service and it will be due by January 4th.
You said 20 hours?
21 hours is what I said.
21, I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out.
All right.
Okay, and on my name, do you see any other cases?
Let me look and see. I don't see other
Because
cases.
when on my paperwork is showing a balance of 6 something, so I called back up there and the woman informed me of a case from 2004 when I was 14 years old, but I have no recollection of that case or that charge or the ticket that she is talking about. She even said that my mother signed the case. I had my mother on the phone. She has no recollection of that ever happening.
Okay,
And the only reason why I'm asking is because she said that if I don't pay that one also, my license will be suspended.
We do have a hold on your license on that charge. Hold on,
Okay.
just hold on. Because this idea that you're just going to talk over me, I'll remove you from the meeting. There's just no point. We're not getting anywhere. First, let's back up. On the consumption of charge by a minor, your plea is no contest. I'm ordering 21 hours of community service. It's due January 4th. Do you understand? Now you can unmute and talk because we take turns.
Yes.
Okay. I can email you the information. Normally, though, I have you come sign it.
Okay.
Just one moment. It's yeah, but it's we were addressing. Now, let me look at your other charge because it's definitely in there. Are you coming up to sign this paperwork? Or can you email? Can you print it?
I thought you said you were going to email it.
Or can you print it and return it to us signed?
Oh, I could just come up there and sign it. I thought I thought it was just an email to you and back.
Right. You have to print it, sign it, and get it back to us.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Yeah, I can just come in there.
Okay. What time can we look for you?
Well, I have to find a ride because I can't drive my car.
Okay, you need to be here by the by 4:30.
Okay.
And I'm still pulling up your cases. What I'm much more interested in. I do. Okay, the ticket is, let's see. Abusive language, disorderly conduct. It is from February 23rd of 2005. You were a student, but you were not so young that you couldn't have been charged. It's possible. I do have a signed citation by Officer Wills. He then did a sworn complaint, which is appropriate. And that alleges that at Temple High School, the charge was disorderly conduct, abusive language, February 23rd of 2005. And then y'all actually came in to court. Judge Eglin, my predecessor, met with y'all on March 9th of 2005. And it was at that time Sarah Wilson, and the parent who signed was Melissa Hill. Judge Eglin ordered 8 sessions at Miller Springs. Is there anything else? Anything with a signature. And I don't believe that was completed, or he would have zeroed out your balance. Let me just see it. So a judgment was then signed. Go up one more. Right, the list of yeah. So he held a hearing, go back down. And then a judgment was signed. Where's the, okay, March 9th. And let's see, let's go down. After his judgment, is there anything else? And then the balance then was owed of $215. So that one does have a hold on your license. I can order community service on that one as well. And so that puts your total at 32 hours due January 4th. And we'll have all that at the front desk for you. We'll be looking for you by 4:30 today. Okay, Ms. Rollins?
Okay, so now you said that in all it's 32, or the other one added 32?
No, total of 32 hours. Due January 4th.
Okay.
We'll see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Franklin, I'll be right with you. 20, 10 each case. Okay, Mr. Franklin. Let's
Yes.
see. Community service was 30 hours. It was due back in March. We're just, I'm kind of wondering why we missed that date, but I got your extension request, but before I granted, I wanted to know why it took till November to hear from you, or October.
The first month, I had our van totaled, our only vehicle totaled.
And what I'm wanting to hear from you about is why you couldn't email the court before now.
That's completely on me.
Okay, you need to keep up with your dates, because if I give you an extension and you default again, I'll accept money or jail time. Okay?
I completely understand.
So your current due date now is going to be the 4th of January.
January 4th.
And it's still 30 hours because I haven't gotten anything from you. Have you
Yes,
picked
ma'am.
the place where you're going to do the work?
I guess, well, I still have the list of places, but it'll probably be Goodwill or something like that.
They're not on my list, but good luck if you can get them to work with you on that.
Gotcha.
They're not great about it. I just took them off my list because it's just not working.
Oh, because of that.
They just don't work with people. And, I principally need providers that will work with people. We're going to send you a new, they will, but it takes a lot of hoops they make you jump through. And people usually run out of time with that one.
Yeah.
So I don't encourage it, but it's a nonprofit, so I would accept it.
So any nonprofit?
Any nonprofit, if you read the list of places and the directions that we gave you, says right there at the bottom, any nonprofit, which means any nonprofit. Okay. So I'm sending you the new date. It's going to be on your new timesheet right here in the corner. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll email that to you. You'll have to print it out. If you need it printed for you, you can swing by the court and they can provide a copy.
No, I have a printer.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. Do you have any questions?
That should be it.
Okay. If you're not done, then on or before your due date, apply for an extension to the court online help email. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.